Welcome to the Painting Insights podcast. We have been working on something in the background.
That's right. We've actually started a Patreon channel. For the last couple of months, we've had previous guests revisit the channel to give us additional content, everything from studio tours, sketchbook tours, talking us through the process of paintings and all kinds of additional treats, which you're exclusively going to see as a patron who supports the channel.
So by supporting us on Patreon, you help the channel keep going. There's a lot of work put into this, from the video editing to the sourcing of guests. So you really help us find those guests and to put the content out.
And we have lots of content planned for the near future. So the links for that will be in the description of this video and in the description on the podcast channels. And otherwise, you can go on to Patreon and type in Painting Insights Podcast and support us that way. Thanks very much. Enjoy the video.
I mean, all the terminology sometimes I cannot translate, but I'm really happy to introduce Itaru. I'm kind of old friend. His old friend. I know him last 20 years.
Would you mind introducing yourself for the audience, please?
オーディエンスの方に向かって自己紹介をお願いします。
Hello to everyone. My name is Itaru Shimamura from Japan. I'm painter, artist, born in 1965. あとは、I can speak English little. そんなもん
Is it okay? 1975.
I think you said
65.
1965.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 85.
85.
Well, just for the audience, I'll just say we have a different setup today where our guest has an interpreter present so that we can discuss his artwork without there being a language barrier.
これから自分たちでこの放送をするにあたって、私は通訳者として参加してるけれども、言葉の壁なく進められるように、私が映ってますっていうことです。
Okay.
I want to thank you both for being present, and I find this very exciting to try out as a test. So thank you both. But if we can talk about the artwork now, because I do think it's fascinating in its style.
イタルさんのアートワークについて、話がしたいと。
What I want to ask is, it almost looks as though these people are part of a tribe. They're wearing tribal wear. Is that something that is true, or is that something that he uses for inspiration?
イタルさんのアートワークに出てくる、洋服というか、あれは、だいぶ民族的っていうかトライバル的な、インフルエンスが見えるんだけど、それは何か意識されてる、本当にそれが、例えば、どこかの何か何インフルされてるのか、自分での、イメージだけなのか、みたいなのを聞いてるんですけど。
具体的にこれっていうのはないんだけれども、非常に。
Actually, it's not specific tribal image. He hasn't got specific any image, but
非常に、もちろんね、みんなそうなんだろうけど、多くのものから影響を受けて、それはなんていうのかな、意識してないところで影響を受けてて、それが自然に折衷されて出てきてると思ってるんで、 具体的にそのアフリカの民族衣装とか、日本の仏像とか、すごく影響を受けてるのはあるんだけども、それを研究したりね、具体的に、勉強したわけではなくて、このどっかから自然に出て、いつの間
I
にか
can
こういう
say,
形。
I can say I'm not studied or researched or African tribal clothes or Japanese Buddhism like a figure or like a outfit. I never studied as a subject, but subconsciously, I'm sure that I really have influenced these visual or image. So that is comes out my works. So that is the I'm not sure that this is the correct answer, but I never learned, but I just visions of these layers. It really affect my creation.
And is there any people in his life who, or I should ask it first person. Are there any people in your life who have a likeness to your paintings? Is there anyone who you've seen who then inspire some of the faces that you paint?
Sorry. Is it? I mean, influenced by like a artist or like his subject of the face, something from the his.
I mean, in day-to-day life, as in anyone who he knows or who he's seen in person, who then are an inspiration for a face that he paints. Does that?
日々の生活の中で、顔は、誰か、この人から影響、この人をこう、作り出そうみたいなのつもりというか、それで書いてますかって聞いてる。
いや、書いてない。いつの間にかこの顔。
No, he hasn't got any subject or model of his portrait. He just comes naturally to draw the faces. So, 誰だっていうことはないってことですよね。
誰だっていうのはない。
Actually, no have the like a specific person's face. Never.
Okay. Well, because they're amazing as a group, it's like he's building a community out of these people that he creates.
すごく驚いていて、イタルさんのその作品の顔っていうのがもうなんかこう一つのグループみたいに感じられると。
グループ。
グループ。What does it mean the group? What does it mean the group of the people?
A community, it's like it's like you've created a town of people.
あなたはもしかしたら、この人たちの街っていうんです。コミュニティを作っているように感じられると。
なるほど。
作品集の、作品に出てきた人たちの、こう、コミュニティを作ってるみたいに感じられるっていう。
面白いね。
I see. Maybe he never intend to, I never intend this, but it's really like a, agree.
一つの人種みたいなっていうか、住民のいろんな顔ってこと。
Because is meaning of the one region or one kind of the people. That's what you meaning.
No, I just mean when you group together lots of portraits,
うん。
they are connected by their relation side by side,
うん。
much like in a population.
あの、全部の個々のその作品が集まった時に、なんか関係があったみたいな、要は、関係で繋がってるように見えるから、要は、その人口、要はその人の集まりが、なんかこう、無関係に感じないから面白いみたいな感じで言ってます。うん。
それはね、時々あってね、何かの表紙に古い絵と新しい絵が並ぶような時があるじゃない。画像の中で。
うん。
パッと見た時にね、こいつら付き合ってそうとかね。
That's kind of that's true because when I checked my old works or like a new works, sometimes he see the next to each other, and he said I suddenly see, huh? They are couples or something like that. They had like a relations because it's from past and then now, and but this kind of chemistry I feel sometimes. That's
Yeah.
really interesting by himself. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to talk about the experimentation that he uses to paint and how that developed. Could you ask him, talk about them?
僕が知りたいのは、君が実験的にこう書くのは、どんな風にして、デベロップなんで発展したのか、その書き方みたいな、それが、どういう感じでこう、成り立ってきたっていうのが知りたい。うん。
例えば俺が書き始めるとき、最高の理想の状態は無なのね。エンプティ。何も考えないで。
When I start painting, he's like a final image or final tag view. He's like a point is like a empty, like a zero. We call mood empty.
So he's not certain about the target. Sorry.
何かこういった形でこれを最終の画像っていうのはまず最初はないってことですか？
全くないですね。
Actually, never had as you said, never had a target of the or like a final target.
だから無の状態で描き始めて、だからインスタグラムにもちょっとプロセスが何個か載せてんだけど、もう右行ったり左行ったり、あっち行ったりこっち行ったりするんだけど、それはもう、無の状態を優先させて、あるときじっくり見ると。じっくり見て、そこからまたインスパイアされて、また書き始めるんですって。だから、それの繰り返し。だから最終的なゴールは最初はないですね。
As I wrote my process of the like creation, I just started and then just go up and down, left to right, and then kind of repetitive, like put on, remove. He just do things, and then sometimes keep the distance and then see really into see whole view, and then start again, put empty the final image, and then he started put and then remove or add or adjust, and that he started again.
That's fascinating. Does he have any rules that he follows? Some artists create rules where they say, I will never do this, or I will always do this. Is there any rules?
イタルさんが絵を描く上で何か決め事これは絶対やらない。これは必ずやるようにするっていう、そのいろんなアーティストが持ってるルールみたいなのは何かあるか？
それはね、なるべく持たないようにしてる。何でなければいけないっていうのはね、あまり好きなことだ。それはやっぱ無のね、エンプティと相反する。
I try to not to have any rules for the creation. He doesn't. That is not his rule of not not rule. That's the he's not like following these rules by himself. He's like because following a rule is against the emptiness. What we believe is that emptiness doesn't have a rules. That's why he tried to not have a rules.
I always find that interesting because that's almost like a rule in itself to say there can't be any restrictions or constraints on the freedom to create is almost a rule to follow, which, is a good thing.
そういうふうに、ルールを持たないっていうのはすごくルールみたいな感じがするんだけど、それはなんかいいことなのか、自分にとっていいことだと思うっていう感じで聞いています。
それがルールのようだって。私すごいこだわってるっていうかね、理想はエンプティだけなんだよね。そのエンプティにすることによって、いろんなものが出てくる。過去の、それがステッチをできる。いいことだと思って
ます。Because he's really concentrate to be empty. He concentrate to make himself the state to be empty. So he think it's always come back to the place what he believes in empty, that it's good things for him. So he never think about this is like a strict rule whatever. So he always thinks everything his creation comes from his emptiness. That's what he believes.
No, that's wonderful, and it's lovely to see that there have been a sculpture, like a statue, T-shirt, wine bottle, magazines. Is there anything the album cover that you mentioned? Is there anything else where his artwork is going to appear that we might not be aware of on a product or in a physical form?
イタルさんのその彫像だとか T シャツだとかワインのボトルだとかマガジンもそうだし、全部今言ってたそのアルバムカバーもそうだけれど、他に何かフィジカルっていうか実物のものとしてリリースするつもりのものあったりするかって、本当にすごくどれも魅力的なので。
それは一切ほら、俺発信からやってないからさ、誰かに、誘われれば何でもやるけど、ただなんか面白いなと思うのは、こういう、さっきも言ってたけど、俺のさ、そのまんまの洋服とか帽子あったら面白い。
Okay, you mentioned all his like physical products there, like T-shirts or album cover or whatever. It's always offered someone to, suggest, to create these t-shirts and then covers. So he's always like welcome to be offered some kind of physical artworks. So, for example, the actual clothing or like a outfit of the hat or kind of like a decoration of the hair, or if he could create the actual clothes or hat, it's gonna be interesting if it's possible. That's what he said. If someone offer, or if it's able to collaborate, like create the outfit, it's gonna be interesting. That's his idea now.
I could imagine a fashion designer collaborating. That would be amazing to see, and I hope to see that. That's fantastic.
ファッションデザイナーと一緒に作ったら絶対に、楽しいし、面白いことになると思います。
面白いよね。
I agree.
But I also saw that someone had a tattoo of his work, which is fantastic. I designed a tattoo recently, so I know the considerations you have to make in order to design a tattoo from what was an artwork. Did you kind of do the line work for the tattoo yourself, or did someone else interpret your work into the line work for a tattoo?
最近タトゥーを、やられてるっていうのを見たんだけど、僕も、タトゥーのデザインをしてるから、とっても興味のある世界なんだけど、ラインワークだけなのか、実際に、要は、イタルさんがそのデザインを提供しただけなのか、そのタトゥー自体のラインワークを自分でしたのか、まあ、多分経緯というか、タトゥーが、そのデザインを欲しいと言われたのか、その人のためにクリエイトしたのか、その辺のあたりも、もしあれだったら、どういう感じで？
タトゥーも一緒で、ワインボトルと一緒で、使っていいかってただ来ただけ。いいよって。
で、実際に彫ったりはしてないんですよね。で、same as bottles, wine bottles. So the client asked him to, can I use your design for the tattoo? So he just, accept, and then he only, he just the designs. He just, offer. He didn't do the line work or actual, like a needle work. He didn't do. Just gave the designs that the client want.
Oh, that makes sense. It looked beautiful. It translated very well.
すごくよくイタルさんの世界観がちゃんとタトゥーで出てたと思いますって言って。
それは彫師の実力である。これは。
The skills of the tattoo artist. That's why we create really well. That's his opinion.
Well, that's very nice. I'd like to. Sorry.
Tattoo 入れてんの？
Do you have any tattoo?
No, never. No, but do you have tattoos?
持ってますか？タトゥーしてますか？
Nothing.
But yeah, so is the paint, is it acrylic that you're painting with, or is it oil?
アクリルですか？オイルペイントですか？って聞きます。
アクリルです。
アクリリック。
I thought it may be acrylic because it, I don't know. It's just so beautifully done. And I'm curious, can you take us through the colors of your palette? Like each one of the colors, do you mind naming which colors you use for the color palette?
カラーパレットを、何を使ってるか、 教えてもらえますかって、カラーパレット。
カラーパレットの意味を知りたいね。ちょっと日
あ
本語にない感じ。
what's the color palette mean? Or color palette what is the color palette?
It means, titanium white, yellow ochre, naming the colors that you use to make the painting, each color.
実際の家の色の名前、そのチタニウムホワイトとか、実際の絵の具自体の名前みたいなのは、
最も苦手なことだよ。絵の具へ行ってこうやって。
Okay, he just went to the shop to grab the colors what he wants. He didn't really concern about the name of the color itself. That's what he said.
Yeah, so he didn't consciously say, I need this color. He just got what he wanted from the shop.
Yeah. It's not by any following the buying the name, or just he visually decide or select. That he said. He's not good at remember the name of the color. He said.
同じ色買ったつもりなんだけど、全部違うよ。
Okay. He thought he bought the same colors, but it's all different colors. Like at the end, he can.
こんなさ、パーマネントライトブルーとかさ、ターコイズブルーとかさ、ブリリアントブルーとかさ、あんまりこだわってないんだよね。この色を欲しいって言くよりも。
I'm not so concerned about the detail of the color has characters. Just blue, like what? So that's what he try to get. So
That's interesting. Okay.
それを大変。
必ず買うのは白、黒、肌色っていうの。
I always buying black and white, and in Japan we called skin color, like a pinkish orange. We have, but it's not applied for all the nations. So, but in Japan we have a color of the skin. So he always buy this black, white, and then skin color, pinkish, orange. That's what he said. Yeah.
それ以外は適当なんだよね、本当に。
These three are like a main three colors, and the other colors he's not so concerned about like a color name or rules. He doesn't follow.
But does he make sure that he has a blue, yellow, red? Is that something he makes sure he has?
その青、赤、黄色みたいなのは、とりあえず三原色として、まあ、用意してるっていう感じですかね。
用意してるって、割とね、みんなどうかしないけど、あんまりストックしとくっていう感覚はないのよ。で、なくなったら買いに行くっつって、なくなったら買いに行くんだけど、またさっきみたいに同じ色買って帰ってきちゃったりして、で、時々俺の絵で黄色ばっかの絵とかさ、赤ばっかの絵とかあるんだけど、あれは色がすごい余っちゃってるから、言ったりとか。
Okay. Actually, I don't have any collection of the colors. He did. I don't stock all the variation of the colors at the home, so always when he need go shop and get the color. But sometimes he just got a wrong color or like a not similar color or all the same colors, like similar color. So sometimes if I said like if I paint yellowish or reddish or greenish paint, this means that just only he had lots of yellow. That's why he used yellow. So it comes out a yellowish paint, and sometimes it's red, sometimes it's green. That's the it's not it's kind of like accidentally happening, but it's not intent to make a yellow color paint. That's what he said.
So it sounds quite experimental. What's something that he's discovered? Has he discovered anything whilst experimenting and, learnt anything from his own experiments and play on the canvas?
What worst experimental thing?
No, not worse. No, sorry. Has he learnt anything? Has anything been good that he's kind of thought, I didn't know this, and then he's got that as a knowledge?
そういうふうに実験的に、こう、あれだな、これだな、あれだなって言ってやってるのから、得た、一番の、実験的な、成果みたいなのは、なんだと思いますかって、要は、ね、こう、計画したわけじゃなくて、こう、実験的にこう、出来上がってるんだなってことで、それは、まあ、いつもそうなのかっていうところなのか、そこから得てる、いつもそこから成長をしてるのか、みたいなことを聞いてるなと思うんですけど。
まあね、どっかとにかくやっちまえっていうね、とりあえずやっちまえっていうのは、さっきの音楽の話から言えば、昔のパンクミュージックとかね、80、70年代のパンクミュージックとか、80年代のローファイミュージックとか、
ローファイミュージック。
ハイファイの反対なんだけど。
ローファイ、
そういう do it yourself とか、とにかくやっちゃえっていう精神は未だにね、あってね。計画っていうよりは、とにかくやっちゃえっていうのは、根本にはそれがあります。
from all music experience, just try and error things. Just try. That's what that like the 70s music or 70s music lo-fi system.
Punk music.
Okay, 70 punk music. That's kind of this lo-fi music. So he similar way to apply for his creation. Just do before think way. That is just like he like the style of his creation. So always he for kind of having this soul of the try. And that's what that I can actually say.
Yeah,
I have.
And is it all on? It looks as though he's painting on paper as opposed to canvas. Is there a reason? Is that true? And if so, is there a reason he doesn't paint on canvas and he prefers paper?
キャンバスに書いてるんじゃなくて、ペーパー。それは、本当ですかって。Okay, he always paint on papers.
Yeah.
All the papers.
It looks as though the one behind him on this side has a box as well.
紙の上に、箱があるように見えるんですけど、それは、
Ah, I thought that was one piece. I thought,
一つのピースだと思ってました。
これ楽器屋さんか。
fantastic.
それはかけることによって完成する
うん。
二つないですか？一つの。
二つ。
Actually, two works, two piece.
I love it.
で、一つだと思ってましたって言ってます。
そう。こういうのがほら、コミュニティのさっきの、出会いっていうかさ、こいつの旦那こいつじゃね
This is an example of the story before I said like is the husband and the wife relations that this is a kind of like chemistry
Yeah.
Group
group of
Yeah.
accidentally becomes a group of the people. This is
Yeah.
the example.
Well,
ある日、ほら、邪魔だからここに引っ掛けただけなんだけどさ。あれ
Because I just hung, because of the making a spaces, I just tidying up hung the painting, and then suddenly happening, like, oh, they are, they have relationship before. That's it. That is a story of hanging wife and the husband becomes that painting.
married by circumstance. So yeah. So similarly, has he had an exhibition? And if so, what's his experience been with galleries when putting on an exhibition?
何かそういった展示とかの経験はあるか？
ないんだね。
No, I never had any ギャラリーとかでのエキシビジョンはないんですか？
ないね。
No, I never done the exhibit at any galleries.
Does he want to? Is that something that's going to happen or?
やりたいですか？それとも、やりたいと思ってるか、それで、起こり得るような可能性はありますか？エキシビジョンが。
もう、それはもうすべて一緒で、向こうから言ってくれば。お、いいよ。
Okay. As always, as I said, if, someone offer to have exhibition, I always say like welcome and then yes to or make it happen. So I just happy to take the offer to have exhibition.
So, excuse me. If there hasn't been an exhibition, does the work sell through Instagram or does it sell through a website? How does he sell his work?
もしそうやってギャラリーとかで展示をしたことがないとしたら、どういう形でその作品を売るというか、欲しいって言った人に直接提供してるんですかっていう。
直接ダイレクトで販売してるし、
インスタグラムとか、
そう
ウェブサイト。
ダイレクトメールで来て、あと、友人のギャラリーに、が売ってくれてるのもいくつかある。
OK. If, それは実際に、過去に、取引したことがある。I had some case, I got a direct message in Instagram or email, whatever. And then, we just, sell his artwork. Also, he had a friend, he kept some, his artworks, and then if it's, go this gallery, you could able to buy his artwork.
I see. And has he ever made artwork in front of people, like a demonstration or an exhibition piece where he'll stand and paint for a crowd?
今までに、ライブペインティング的な、周りにお客さんがいるところで、アートワークみたいなのをやったことありますかって。
何度かあるけど、あんま得意じゃないね。結局ほら、最後がないじゃん。
I did a few times in the past, but I don't like so much this style of the painting because of he has, as I said, I haven't got any final image, so I mean difficult to complete in front of the audience of the artworks.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be tricky. And I suppose I'm curious if he has a sketchbook. Does he use a sketchbook to put down ideas, or is it always straight onto paper on a large scale?
何かね、エスキースとかスケッチをしてから書くのか、もうそれとも直接、書き始めちゃうんですかねっていうのが、なんか。
とにかくやっちまえだよ。
I think I understand that.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah. But for the audience at home, I think he says it goes straight onto the paper. He just goes straight.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
We have audio listeners as well, so just in case no one saw that, yeah.
もしね、見てない人のために、ちゃんと言葉で説明したけど、見てたら絶対分かったと思います。
それがまあ、それが醍醐味だしね。
That is my motto of the creation, just do on the paper. That's my motto, he said.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like impulsive almost. It's like you feel it and then you put it onto the surface as opposed to working it out and thinking about it. It's just impulsive. You just do it, It's good. Yeah.
それがもう、アイデアがあったらすぐに、出す、インポーズする、アウトして作品にするっていうのが、まあ、そのスタイルってことはとてもよく理解してそれがすごくいいと思います。
ただ、ちょっと違うんだけど、アイデアがあってすぐっていうのと、なんていうのかな、無にするっていうのはちょっと違うんだよね。アイデアっていうのはもう頭になんか浮かんでるわけで、それを形にするみたいなところなんだけど、何もないとこから、もう少し奥にあるものからね、引っ張り出したいと思ってね。
It's a bit different, this, because it's not comes from the idea for the creation to the creation, always comes from the emptiness. So my creation is behind emptiness to the surface. So it's different meaning, not from idea. So it always there is emptiness. Then try to more like inside or behind emptiness to the surface. Being outcomes. That's what that always his style or way to output the creation.
Yeah, that's amazing. And is he inspired by cinema, or does that factor in at all? Do films ever inspire the work, or is anything like that?
何か映画とか、そういうものからインスパイアされてるのありますか？
もちろん。
Of course.
長いこと 長いことジャン・リュック・ゴダールに夢中になってました。
I've been long time fascinated the Jean-Luc Godard.
Jean-Luc Godard, yeah.
Godard.
Yeah, amazing. And is there, sorry, yeah, anything else?
何か言いましたか？
No.
No.
大丈夫。It's okay.
Are there any artists that have inspired the work at all? Is there anyone who, any classical artists or any current artists that really feed into this creativity?
イタルさんのアートに対してインスパイアを受けたその昔の人であったり、その現在の新しいアーティスト、今のアーティストであったりっていう方たちはいますか？
それはもちろんいっぱいいるんだけど、画家の話。
I have many, painters. I have influenced painters. Is paint? You mean painters?
Yeah, does he think like, oh, Picasso is a big influence, or anything like that? Is there anyone who he thinks this is great, this is really good?
もちろんそのね、ピカソとかそういう超有名どころであってもっていうので言ってます。
そうね、すごくわかりやすいと思うけど、ピカソとかバスキア。
ピカソとか、バスキア。
今ね、ここに画集があるんだけど、それを言うと、AR ペンクとか。
His bookshelf, he's got a catalog or like art books. Francis Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
AR ペンク。
AR ペンク
ペンク。
ペンク。AR ペンク。
サイ・トゥオンブリー。
サイ・トゥオンブリー。トゥオンブリー。Yeah, サイ・トゥオンブリー、I know. Yeah.
で、何よりも影響を受けたのは、アウトサイダーの人たち。
outside, most
raw creation. Outsider.
Yeah, outside art.
Outsider art.
Yeah, outsider art.
outside.
Yeah.
ルドルフ。こういうアウトサイダーの人たちに、多大なる影響を受けましたと。
Influenced by the outsiders, the most.
Can you show me the AR Pink? Because I don't know that name. Can you?
見せてくれるって、AR ピンクさん。どこの国の人ですか？
これ、あれ、ドイツじゃなかったかな？
German artist? German?
違ったかな？
Not
ちょっと
sure.
待って。
I may need help spelling it because I put up images of the artists as well on the podcast. So I may need your help with the spelling of this artist so that I can put it up.
綴りスペルがわかれば。
ARPENCK.
Okay.
PENCK. Pink. PENCK.
この辺が、こういうのは有名な絵か
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
amazing.
ちょっとロコにも似てる。多分、最初の一番影響っていうかね、すごく、わーっと思ったのは、広い意味でだけどね、アウトサイダーの人たち。
As I mentioned, the most influenced art people are outsiders.
Yeah, outsider art. Yeah, it's a really interesting movement in outsider art. I love it. Yeah. So
このアウトサイダーにしろ、アフリカンアートにしろ、もうその辺はね、どうにも太刀打ちできないと思ってる。
Okay. Outside the artwork and also the African artworks, I never beat them. I feel I never beat them. So kind of like a surrender. So that's that feeling I feel.
yeah.
そこにはほら、環境っていうかね、各々の環境とか、土地のエネルギーとか、それこそ長い歴史の文化があって、それを表面上でね、太刀打ちしようと思っても、どうにもね、叶うもんじゃないから、まあ影響は受けたけど、私は私らしく生くしかないと。より強く思わせてくれるもの。
These outsider artwork or African artwork has got like energy from the land itself or environmental effectiveness. These has a lot of this like energy from the history or like land united from the like natures. That is like I cannot reach at here Japan. So that's because I can beat them out. I can never overcome them, but I try to create by myself besides this like a feeling, but I try to do the create my way to the outcome output to make his own creation.
Yeah. No, I know what
to
you
show
mean.
to show the respect of the outside artwork and Africans like all the like long history of the artworks. That's his respectfulness.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. And the work is absolutely amazing. It's got such a unique personality and voice to the work. So, yeah.
その、イタルさんの作品は本当にユニークだから、個性的な、表現で、本当に、アメイジングで、はい。
So, where would you like our viewers and listeners to go to support him and to see his work and purchase his work? Where can our viewers and listeners go, online or in person, to support you?
How to reach Itaru? That's it to me?
Well, in his ideal situation, where would our audience go to support him? Where does he want our audience to go to support him?
Where? I mean, where means the
online or in person. Is there any places where you'd say, to get the wine is here, or to get the purchase you go to the website, or where ideally should people go from this podcast to support the work?
もし、このポッドキャストを聞いたり見たりしてくれた人たちが、イタルさんのアートワークをこうサポートしたいとか買いたいとかって言った場合、どういった方法が一番いいかなってありますか？
まあ、インスタグラムのダイレクトメールが早いかな。
それは、
そういうことじゃなくて、オファーね。
I prefer, I think the easiest way to reach me is the direct mail via Instagram. Is that okay, the answer of your question?
Oh yeah. I just anywhere that he wants. So is there a website as well, or is there anything else that? Because I
う
want to do
ん。
plugs for him, basically to plug his, anything that he wants as benefit. So if he has
う
a
ん。
website where our audience can go and see, because this interview will be online
うん。
forever.
うん。
Where's a good place for people to go?
うん。やっぱりこの、インタビューとかは全部ずっと残るんで、要は、リーチ、どうやったら自分に、一番いい方法で、たどり着けるかっていうのは、ここで、言っておいてもらえれば、
ああ、
なんていうのかな。うん。なので、
うん、
もしウェブサイトとか、
うん。
あるんであれば、インスタグラム以外でそういった、なんていうんですかね。
ああ、
あとは
教えてくれってね。
会いに行けるかとか、例
うん、
えば日本のどこどこに会いに行けばってことだと思うん
うん。
ですけど、それがある
あ
ならば、言っと
あ、
いてくれれば、ぜひ、リリースしとく、公開しとけば、サポートできるんじゃないかって。
ないね。そう。インスタグラム以外ない。会いにくい男だって。
uh, uh, Instagram is the best tool to reach me. And then, I'm the person difficult to meet on a face. That's why.
Well, I hope one day I do get to meet both of you because it's been lovely talking to you both. So that would be
Thank
nice.
you. 私たち、ぜひ、会いたいと。ちゃんと、
もう、
会いに行きたいですって。
そうだね。
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That would be nice. But thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast. It's been a pleasure having you both on.
このポッドキャストに参加してくれて本当にありがとうございました。お
こちらこそ。
会いできて。はい。My pleasure too.
本当に俺でよかったのかっていう話。
I mean, this offer is really like thankful, but is it okay? Just me? That's my feeling. That's the Itaru said. I mean,
No,
too serious, it seems too serious. This like your artist on your list. It's kind of serious. That's what he mentioned. Yeah.
no, it's exactly the type of artist I want to have on our platform to expose our audience to how beautiful the work is.
あなたがもう間違いなく、この、ポッドキャストに、紹介したい、アーティストなので、それは全然、大丈夫ですって言います。
そうか。今日は100% 伝わってないけど、これは非常にふざけた男なんだけど、あなたポストキャットはすごくシリアスな感じを受けたんで、これでいいのかなと思って。
And it's not 100% of myself. I couldn't not enough time to show myself, express myself. So as I researched your podcast list of your artists, they are really serious, serious good artists. That's why I felt, I'm not not kind of person you selected.
Oh,
That's
no. They're all people and they're all wonderful people, but you are one of the wonderful people. And I very much appreciate you being an interpreter. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, all the terminology sometimes I cannot translate, but I'm really happy to introduce Itaru. I'm kind of old friend. His old friend. I know him last 20 years. So I remember him. He was really like making music and playing the band, and he did live music many times. So actually, I understand he switched to the more artwork this few years. I just surprised, amazing. I just surprised too. Then like he has really like a style, and then I'm really appreciate. I could see his artwork on Instagram. That's because this kind of like a social media actually connects, his artwork to the all over the world.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine since when we met, more than 20 years ago, we just, see each other and then make, artwork. That's it,
Do you make artwork as well? Are you an artist as well?
Yeah, by myself, if I could, yeah. But I love, go to exhibition. I love to see all the, artworks. I I love, so I'm really happy. I'm really glad this situation to introduce my favorite artist Itaru to you. I
Thank
just,
you.
I
No, it's
just
wonderful.
really appreciate this opportunity.
No, it's wonderful. It's a pleasure, honestly, for me.
I just I used to live in England, so I know the like all the cities or like organized all the creation, so many places. I really admire, I wish to have like this system like has in England and London. We should more, we should follow, we should learn from, your way to, connect people or, having a more like a, exhibition or like a big or small or,
They can
any
be good,
kind
but
of art.
there can be problems. I could tell you stories. There can be big problems with that. As London can be a bit of an issue sometimes, but yeah, I know what you mean. There's good connections with artists, but
サイモンはどこなの？サイモンはどこ？
So where actually based on Simon are you
I'm
at the
actually
moment?
in Wales. So
Wales.
yeah,
Ah.
Wales. So I'm not actually technically in England. I'm in Wales, but I'm right next to the coast. So the sea is there for me. The sea's right there. Beautiful
ウェール
area.
ズ、ウェールズだって言ってます。なんで、イングランドという場所では、じゃないんだけど、海のそばの町に住んでますって言ってます。ウェールズなんですね。
Yeah. But I'm in England quite often. So where I live, the sea is there and the mountains are there. So I have beautiful landscape all around and lots of galleries and artists close by. So I'm very lucky.
山があって、海があって、で、いっぱい、ギャラリーがあって、アーティストさんたちがいて、とてもいい、環境にいると。
But I work with a gallery that would love your work, but it's in Wales, so they probably wouldn't be able to make that connection. But I know that the gallery that I work for, because I make videos for a gallery, a very, very successful gallery in Wales, it would love Itaru's work, but I can't imagine that we'd be able to make that connection because it's too far away. But they'd love the style of work. It's beautiful work.
ビデオをギャラリーのために作ったりとかしてるし、ギャラリーの人たちにアルバム見せてくれて、皆さんきっと、素敵なイタルの、作品を素敵だって思ってくれると思うからっていう、何かコネクションができれば、とても遠いんで難しいと思うんだけど、でも何かのね、コネクションになればって思ってます。
そうだね。ありがとう。明日行くよ、つって。
Thank you. I will go tomorrow.
I really want to see all the work in an exhibition. I'd love to see it in a gallery. It'd be so good.
僕もぜひぜひ何かね、展示があるならば、本当に、見に行きたいと思ってますって言います。
ありがとう。そうだね。
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're both very generous for being on the podcast for this long, and it's been a real pleasure. So yeah, thank you both very much.
ありがとうございますって言ってます。一緒に出てくれてありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。こちらこそ。
ありがとうございます。
Bye.
メリークリスマス。
Bye.
バイバイ。
Well, we hope you enjoyed that episode. If you can support the podcast by leaving a like or a comment down below, that would really be great. But what we'd really like is if you're able to leave a review on the podcast channels, wherever you listen to it or download it, because that helps us get spread around the internet so that more people have access to us and able to see what we're making.
Also, follow us on Instagram, and we'd really appreciate it if you like and engage with our posts. Help get the podcast better known. Thanks for listening.